MGI, also known as Media and Games Invest, has entered into an agreement to acquire US game developer Kingsisle Entertainment for a consideration of up to 126 million plus earnouts on a cash and debt-free basis. Boys and girls, Kingsisle as a company has just been bought out for $126 million. This is not a joke. This is not a drill. This is 100% serious and is going into effect later this month. The transition of power from what I assume, correct me if I'm wrong, because 100% of shares and all of what that encompasses has been basically signed away to MGI, right? So the marketing department and rights, the creative department and rights, and the development department and rights, right? And everything else that, you know, Kingsisle encompasses in their company has basically been contracted out to MGI. Now, MGI's motto, right? We buy, we integrate, we build, and improve. Simply put, that is their motto. Now, that technically doesn't mean anything but what it says on paper, right? A lot of people look at this and they go, oh no, my game is about to be controlled by a different company. You know, what if this company is X, Y, and Z bad things? I think that this can mean nothing but good things for Wizard 101 and Pirate 101. Basically, right, Kingsisle is now owned by Media and Games Invest, and this is a parent company. Now, there has to be serious stipulations and serious consideration for a parent company to invest $126 million into a company like Kingsisle, right? Given the track record that Kingsisle has, given the longevity of this game, surprisingly, right? Because this game has surprisingly succeeded this long where other games have failed. And where those other games have failed, take in mind that some of these games like Free Realms, right? Like Pirates of the Caribbean Online are owned like by companies that are 3, 4, 10 times as richer than Kingsisle, right? And this game is still up and running. Now, whatever MGI sees in Wiz is obviously enough to make them invest this amount of money. So there are going to be deadlines. There are going to be things set in place, and I'm going to offer information that maybe other people aren't talking about in their videos, because I know every other WizTuber is talking about this right now, right? Pirate 101, that game has not seen an update in like, what, half a decade or more? Because of the money that they did not have to keep that game up and running, to keep that game updated, right? This saddened a lot of Pirate 101 fans. This is the potential rebirth of Pirate 101, but that is not to say that Wizard 101 is going to have things taken away from it. This amount of money is basically going to ensure the longevity of Pirate and Wiz for a long time. This means updates. This means players might start to be heard more than ever, right? Because the balance of Pirate and Wiz literally relies on the players. If there are no players, you have no Wiz, you have no Pirate, you have no business decision that is going to keep this game running. So there are two big points that I want to start talking about in this video that I think are going to drive the biggest conversation in the comment section and amongst players, just like period. So the link to this full article that I flashed in the beginning will be the first link in the description. I highly suggest you give it a quick skim, but basically the bare bones important information I'm going to be covering in this video. So right later on in the article, they start talking about the plan that they want Kingsisle to execute over the course of MGI giving them these funds, over the course of MGI basically taking over the entirety of Kingsisle, like financially, right? So they aim to carve out the mobile business not related to Wizard and Pirate 101. So right off the bat, no more mobile games, because in the beginning, I'm pretty sure we can all conclude that mobile games were only a thing to keep Pirate 101 and Wizard 101 afloat, because mobile games are like a quick cash grab. That is literally all they are. Mobile games bring in money like, I'm pretty sure their mobile games at one point were like generating pretty damn close to the revenue that Pirate 101 or Wizard 101 gained. I think like maybe in the middle of 2016, because that was like the really dead point of Wizard 101. So I'm pretty sure mobile games were like the only thing around that time that were keeping these games up and running, right? Just considering how much money mobile games tend to rake in from people, because, you know, you can take your phone anywhere, play it anywhere, and more often than not, people have their banks hooked up to their phones. So one thing leads to another. You start spending a lot of money on mobile games. It kind of makes sense, right? But they're trying to get back to where Kingsisle was pre-COVID in terms of MMO revenue growth rates from 2019, applied for January through September 2020, while full operating expenses from the MMO business of 2020 have been included. So basically, they're trying to return Kingsisle to where they were before COVID. And obviously, you know, people are like, okay, well, you know, like, what does this mean for updates? What does this mean, you know, if we have more money, right, in this company, is it worth investing more? Is this game going to change for the better? And that leads me into my next point, right? So here's another screenshot from the article. And believe it or not, they actually start talking about free to play. And it seems like every company that is owned by MGI has games that are free to play. Now, does this mean that Wizard 101 is going to be free to play? Well, let's read this article. Free to play means that users can basically play for free, but can purchase goods subject to a charge. So crowns items, right? So-called items within the game. This business model requires continuous support of the games in close coordination with the players, in addition to in-game events, competitions, new items, new costumes, and expansions. New functions, levels, and opponents are regularly developed and made available, which increases the gameplay fun and or enables faster successes. Due to support for the games, users often remain loyal to the game for several years and can invest money in the game as needed over the entire period. For many of our games, as I stated earlier, more than 50% of revenue is generated by users who have been active in the game for more than 5 years. So basically what they're saying, right, is that over 50% of the revenue has been purchased on things like, you know, elixirs in those games, boosters, you know, packs maybe. And keep in mind, I'm not just talking about Wiz. This is Pirate too. We could be seeing, right, the birth of a third game. I don't know. This isn't confirmed. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just speculation, right? But if Pirate 101 comes back and starts booming, and Wiz comes back and starts booming, fam, bro, Kingsisle has the money. But this also means that the creative directive and marketing rights and decisions are technically in the hands of MGI. So in the end, we really don't know what is going to happen, but I have a strong feeling that the players are going to have a lot of influence on basically what is going to come to the game and what is perceived positively and negatively, right? Because we are the longevity of this game. But this is huge news. Like, Wiz and Pirate are going to stay around for a long time. And you know, if Pirate kicks off, fam, listen, I mean, your boy, like, I might have to start playing free to play Pirate. You know what I mean? I mean, listen, fam, events Costumes, hey, they speak in my language. I don't know about y'all, but they over here speak in my language. All right, if I can wear something that looks good, that isn't just elegant gear, right? I mean, I'm not talking about, you know, huge, you know, shoulder armor like some World of Warcraft, but I mean something that looks good. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have a lot of gear in this game that looks good, but that's just one avenue of, you know, possible development. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is huge. This is huge, and this means a lot for the longevity of these games. So basically, this is all the information that we have as of right now. I'm pretty sure in the next couple of months, we're going to be seeing a possible transition in things. I don't know if, you know, the directors are going to say anything to the players, but behind the scenes, this business decision is pretty darn big, and I wouldn't be surprised if this game stays around for another 20 plus years, honestly, at this point. But there are some big decisions to be made. The game will be changing in terms of you know, possible development speed, marketing. I don't know what's going to happen with the Crown Shop. The game is most likely again going to become free to play. I mean, guys, the game is going to change in direction. I just hope that it is very, very good, right? Now that we have the funds and, you know, the work power, essentially, right, via the funds to actually make some of these things happen. So that is going to be it for this video. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's have a discussion on what we think this means for Pirate, Wiz, for, I don't know, Ninja 101. I'm just saying, hey, man, I'd play some Ninja 101. I'm just, anyways. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Drop a like if you have enjoyed, and subscribe if you want to keep up to date on things like this in the future. You know what it is. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.